Hello everyone, this is Kent. In this video, I'll break apart this police fort made entirely of sculpting clay. As you might have noticed, I've made this fort before, and the video about it has already reached 2,840,000 views so far. That's just a colossal success for my channel, and I thought I should make a second version of this video. Besides, a lot has changed since then. Back then, I had little experience sculpting cars, not like now, so this video should turn out much more interesting. The main principle remains the same. I accelerate the remote-controlled car, which will take off on the ramp and land on the roof of this fort. And ideally, it should turn out something like this. But first, I'll show you the fort in detail. This model is in 1/24 scale. I sculpted it entirely out of clay, and after finishing the sculpting, I painted this model with acrylic paints. I decided to make the interior of this car a light shade, painted it beige, and also made a laptop with a database, as is usually the case in police cars in the United States. I made this model as detailed as possible. I also highlighted the underside of the car, made an exhaust system, a drive shaft, suspension elements, and other details. I also made the engine. Let's start by opening the hood and taking a look at it. The police versions were equipped with a V8 engine producing 254 horsepower with a displacement of 4.6 liters. For this model, I made a working suspension using small parts, and I managed to make it so that each wheel can rotate independently from the others. For the remote-controlled car, I made a special mounting structure. The story continues from the third person, just like it happens in games. I bought the camera from AliExpress. It's tiny, lightweight, and records video. I also attached a small lens for a wider angle of view. And here's how the whole setup looks when assembled. I'll film everything outside, so lighting won't be an issue. Now I need to pack all of this into a box and head outside. As we can see, the impact wasn't very strong. The roof withstood the collision, but the rear wheel didn't. It got bent from the hit. Now I'll try landing on the roof one more time. And here are the damages we got on the other side. Well, here again, the hit was glancing, the beacon got knocked off, and the roof got a bit dented. Then I'll park the car sideways now and we'll see what comes of it. So what do we have here? After 3 hits, it's immediately clear that the wheels couldn't handle it. These hits also slightly damaged the roof, but on the other side nothing really changed much. Then I'll drop a small block of modeling clay onto the roof now. I thought it wouldn't be that bad, but it actually turned out pretty realistic. This block hit the door and front fenders. You can even see that the paint cracked. That turned out pretty cool. Then I'll drop it again. Now that's crushed. The wheels turned oval. Because of that weight, the rear doors flew off from the impact. That also turned out pretty realistic, although I think in reality it would have been crushed much more. Then I'll try to straighten the roof now and crash into the doors with the Jeep. Well, I don't see any major damage here. It just got pushed aside and the wheels were ripped off because it's so light, so it needs to be braced against something. That was a pretty strong hit. The whole body twisted in a zigzag. The dashboard even moved a bit into the cabin, but the impact was right on the radiator grill, and even the bull bar got bent. The engine is intact, only the radiator has moved up against it. The rear fender on this side bent slightly. Because it was standing right next to block A on the side of the collision, the damage turned out to be worse. Now I'll crash into the rear part then. The impact hit the right headlight, and because of that, the rear fender and the trunk got bent even more. The impact wasn't very strong. I'll try dropping it from a height of about 2 meters now, and after that we'll probably finish up. The car fell on its front bumper, but it didn't really get any worse. It had already become just a pile of plasticine. A lot of things flew in, and with that, I'll finish breaking this forward. Here's what happened to the bottom during this time. And here's what happens to my cars after their crash tests. I just put them here on the shelf and keep them. I don't really know why, maybe I'll restore them someday, but now you know where I put the cars after they're destroyed. And now I'll show you some photos of how I sculpted the Ford Crown Victoria. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this,